I'm going to give you a quick tour of my Raven 26. She's called Sandman, and starting from the tender, just a standard dinghy which is in good working order. It's pretty stable, it's got oars, it works, it can seat about 4 people, it's pretty safe. It's got a boarding ladder up the back and a life ring. This is the stern of the boat, obviously. Carbon fibre tiller, stereo, which works really well with a CD player. I've just put safety netting all the way around the boat. We've got a couple of young kids, and actually that's the reason I'm selling it, is we've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and we're just not using it as much as we were hoping to. So yeah, it's got a spinnaker pole, and mainsail's in good condition. We were out racing yesterday in the Maharinga regatta. That's basically the front of the boat. I've owned the boat for about 4 years. These winches were serviced about 18 months ago, so the winches are in good order. This is going down through the main companionway. This is the galley, which is all fully functional. Sink, there's no plumbing to worry about. This is the engine, which I'll start up for you in a sec. Yeah, so it's got a full-size quarter berth back on this side, and a sort of a kiddie's quarter berth on this side, which doesn't go all the way back. It's probably good for a kid up to the age of about 8 or 10. This gas bottle out back in the main cockpit area. The gas bottle's pretty much new. As you can see, there's no corrosion around the footing really. I greased the footing of it, so it should be good for ages. I'll start up the engine so you can hear. This is cold, so you'll get an idea of how easy it starts. We don't often use it, so it's reassuring that the engine always starts pretty easily. So you just turn on the power down here. It's got a VHF, which is functional. That's the stereo. So I just start the engine. You just give it a bit of glow plug first. I normally do that for about 10 seconds and then kick it into life. It starts without any trouble. It's a a Nanny diesel, 14 horsepower, so plenty of power for a 26-foot boat. You can see there's plenty of water coming out the exhaust, so the water pump's obviously working well. The impeller was replaced about 18 months ago. So I just killed the engine. As you can see, it's got a nice big Raycor filter which keeps the fuel nice and clean. We've just spent $4,000 on the engine. You can see the that exhaust bend up the back there, which looks nice and shiny and new. That is new. It's got a new heat exchanger. That was all done about 18 months ago. We've got about $4,000 in receipts. So the whole engine was given a bit of a tune up and some new parts put on it back then. The engine cover just goes over the top like that. Those are your stairs. It's got a fridge in there which is all insulated. Don't use that very much, but it's there. This is the main double berth up the front. This panel here pulls out, and you've got a toilet there as well. Marine toilet, which is about 3 years old, works fine. You've got a hatch there to give you a bit of fresh air. if you're up in the front. So yeah, pretty normal. What else? All the interior lights work well. The stereo works well. It's got an electric bilge pump that works well. Yeah, everything works. It's a really safe boat. We've been up to the Bay of Islands in this. We've been out to the Great Barrier, and yeah, they're just a really safe boat. I'll post another link that shows a Raven 26 that actually went up to Radio Works. A Raven 26 that went up to Vanuatu and New Caledonia, and guy took his kid over to Australia in one. So yeah, they're just an amazingly safe family boat. They're not the fastest boat in the world, but they're super safe. And this one is cosmetically, it's not perfect. You know, it's we don't worry about the cosmetics too much. But I have to say, in 5 years, we haven't had to do a whole lot to it. And mechanically, it's absolutely A1. It's yeah, the engine's very reliable. It's got 2 batteries, so you've got your main battery and a backup. The sails are in fine condition. There's no major rips in them. There might be a few tiny little pinprick holes in the sails that you see when you put them up, but basically they're absolutely fine. It's a decent sail wardrobe. I don't know exactly how many sails there are. We just use the number 1 Genoa and the mainsail, and don't really need to use anything else. We don't sail in conditions that are that rough. Yeah, that's about it.